Sir, I had a question that what hardships did you have to face while you were a Marine Commando?
So, as I told you, the training itself is very tough. So, I mean, when you say that you put someone through a rigorous regime of 17 to 18 hours of physical activity and deny him sleep, so then that itself becomes a very tough calling on a human being. And so that was one point where the training was tough. Secondly, it is a very competitive training. So there is always a competition between the officers and the sailors, and you being an officer, and you'll be eventually given to lead men. So you have to ensure that you are outstanding, if not coming first, at least you're not falling back as compared to other people, so that your reputation in the specialization which you have chosen, and largely the sailors and your subordinates who will be part of your team, which you're going to lead eventually, they have a high opinion about you. So that is one additional kind of challenge which officers face in this course. The other thing about this course is that you have to learn diving, you have to learn watermanship, you have to learn firing, you have to learn para jumping, and you have to learn fighting on land, coast, deserts, and all this kind of stuff. So that's why overall life in the training was very tough, and there is something called as the Hell Week.
Okay.
Hell Week is part of the training, which is 96 hours of non-stop, no sleep, physical regimen.
Oh my
96
God.
And the
hours.
96 hours,
96
continue. Now it has become 105 hours.
Oh my
Our
God.
time it was 96 hours. And so it starts on a beach, and then you continue on the beach. You're doing, in a team, you're running, you're rolling, and all the sand gets into your armpits and all, keeps on cutting and all, blood oozing out. Then you hit the sea, you swim, you float, then you pick up these rubberized boats. Each boat is about 250 kilos weight.
Yes.
So 4-5 of them pick it up and run from one place to the other.
Oh my God.
Instructors pounce on you, and like rabid kind of people. Of course, they are doing it because they want to get the best out of the training. And then you have to do firing, battle obstacle course. Then you get a lot of punishments, and then you swim long distance, you pedal the rubberized boats, and that is all part of it. Then in between, since there's no sleep to you, sleep is denied. Only in the morning you get about 1 hour free,
Okay.
where you have to actually go for your morning routines, and then you come back and you're back to the grind, and this happens for about 96 hours.
Okay.
So, but this is actually it's a psychological pressure. It's more than mental, more than physical. It is psychological pressure which comes onto people, because after a certain level of training, physically people are able to match up with the standards. But when does a person break down?
Yes.
That is very more important, and that is what is the whole idea of the concept of Hell Week.
Okay.
And on
daunting.
completion of the Hell Week,
Yeah.
you feel that you're on top of the world, and thereafter you feel you can do anything in the world, in life.
After a daunting week, you
Yeah.
can.
So that's why Marine Commando training is difficult, and thereafter once you become a Marine Commando, then you have to do routine workup in your units,
Okay.
and they may not be to that degree, but it keeps you very busy. You have to be physically and mentally very fit.
Correct.
So to have the physical fitness, you have to do a lot of exercises. At least about 2 hours in a day, you have to dedicate to physical fitness exercises. Then you do exercise, night navigation, do diving, but not one after the other like in training. It's a spread out, but life is rather tough. Plus, there are a lot of deployments.
Okay.
On the average, a Marine Commando officer and sailor will be out from his unit for about 6-7 months, deployed along wherever the government of India wants you to deploy. So that is a kind of, so there is isolation. There's also, you have to live separately from the family for a long time. All this together adds up to difficulty of life that you're talking about.